It started like every Hollywood fairy tale. Red carpets, picture-perfect smiles, and endless magazine covers calling them the couple who had it all. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban weren't just partners, they were Hollywood royalty. But behind the glitter and glamour, a darker truth was quietly taking shape. Now, Megyn Kelly has spoken, and her words have sent shockwaves through Tinseltown. On her show, Megyn allegedly revealed that Keith Urban wasn't the loving husband the world thought he was. No, according to her exclusive insight, Keith was using Nicole, her fame, her money, and her connections to build his empire. And once that empire was secure, he walked away without looking back. The claim hit like a thunderclap. For nearly 2 decades, Nicole had stood by him. Through rehab, through relapses, through career ups and downs. But if Megyn's version is true, that loyalty was one-sided. Because what if Keith's marriage to Nicole wasn't built on love, but strategy? Before Nicole, Keith was a struggling country star. Talented, yes, but fading. Then came the whirlwind romance. The glamorous movie premieres, the charity galas, the interviews where Nicole gushed over her soulmate. Suddenly, Keith Urban wasn't just a country singer anymore. He was Hollywood's golden man. His album sales climbed, his brand value doubled, endorsement deals rolled in, and everywhere he went, Nicole's name followed like a golden ticket stamped A-list access.
Megyn Kelly didn't mince words. She claimed Keith didn't just fall in love, he fell into opportunity. That one line blew up the internet. Twitter threads turned into digital investigations. Fans began to rewatch old interviews, moments where Keith thanked Nicole for saving him, or smiled just a little too long when the spotlight hit. And then came the so-called receipts. Rumors swirled online about emails, sponsorship contracts, and internal documents allegedly showing Keith's management team using Nicole's image and brand value to negotiate his own deals. Words like leverage Nicole's prestige factor and maximize her red carpet appearances popped up in leaked screenshots. If real, that meant Nicole's name had been turned into a business asset, one she didn't even know was being traded. When confronted, sources say Keith brushed it off as just business. But for Nicole, it wasn't business. It was betrayal. That's when everything changed. The couple stopped doing joint interviews. The smiles faded. The chemistry vanished. And then when Megyn Kelly finally went public, the silence around their marriage suddenly made sense. Because sometimes silence isn't peace. It's preparation.
As Megyn Kelly's revelation exploded online, the internet turned into a courtroom. Everyone had a theory, a screenshot, or a side to pick. Some called Megyn a truth teller. Others accused her of stirring drama for ratings. But one thing was clear. Her claims had reopened Hollywood's most guarded secret, the power games behind celebrity marriages. TikTok detectives began charting Keith's career milestones alongside Nicole's. And the results? Alarming. Every time Nicole starred in a major film, Keith's career spiked. New album, new sponsorship, new headline. When she won her Oscar, his tour sales tripled. When she starred in Big Little Lies, his streaming numbers soared. Coincidence or calculation? Even industry insiders began whispering. A former PR strategist allegedly said, Keith Urban's brand relied on being Nicole Kidman's husband. That was his hook. Suddenly, Megyn Kelly's words didn't sound like gossip anymore. They sounded like a pattern. And Nicole? She stayed silent. No interviews, no statements. Just a few cryptic Instagram posts. A black and white photo captioned, "Peace is power," and another of her walking barefoot by the ocean. Fans flooded the comments. "Stay strong, Queen. We believe you. He used you for fame." But behind the scenes, insiders claim Nicole's team has been quietly reviewing legal documents, contracts, sponsorship filings, and brand partnerships tied to Keith's name. And according to whispers, she was shocked by what she found.
Reports suggest Nicole might even take legal action to reclaim her image rights, the very ones allegedly used to build Keith's business empire. Meanwhile, Keith's camp released a single vague statement. Keith remains focused on his music and family and refuses to engage in baseless speculation. But in today's digital age, silence speaks louder than denial. And Megyn Kelly? She's not backing down. On her live stream, she doubled down, saying Keith Urban didn't just marry Nicole Kidman, he built a franchise out of her. That line alone went viral. Within hours, hashtags like Justice for Nicole and Keith used her dominated every social platform. Celebrities unfollowed Keith, brand partners quietly cut ties, and Nicole Kidman, once the image of Hollywood grace, became the face of quiet resilience. Now the world waits. Will Nicole finally speak out? Will Megyn release more evidence? Or will this scandal fade, like so many before it, into the Hollywood fog of half-truths and NDAs? One thing's certain, this isn't just about love anymore. It's about power, image, and the price of fame. Because in Hollywood, every fairy tale comes with a contract, and sometimes the fine print is heartbreak. This is the Royal Highlight, where the truth doesn't whisper, it roars.